Darki, and then it's double E. Thank you for being according to us. We love you guys so much and trust us. We don't and we'll never ever take you guys for granted. Welcome to Go to Life News. So we'll bring you updates concerning music, and that is across the country. A lot is happening. Let me remind you guys that in 3 to 4 hours, Burna Boy is set to drop the album. Burna Boy is set to drop the album. I told them album, and trust me, you don't want to miss this one. Whatever you're doing by 12 midnight, please stop that thing because by 12 midnight, Burna Boy album is set to launch. I told them Burna Boy is going to tell all of us all over the world what he has said on that album. No. We'll begin to this album with no other person than Davido, amazing guy, and then doing it for himself. We saw the point where Davido was in Ghana yesterday, and we saw with the charade was presented with the whole bikers were outside to welcome Davido to the city of Accra. And Davido was said to give them an amazing performance, trust me. And Davido came out to say, for this year, no bad energy this year. I'm actually having the time of my life. And then he said, Feel is that record. Now, let me remind you guys that this was the tweet that began the back and forth for everything. It was the beginning of the back and forth. Yesterday, Davido versus 30BG guys, it was a whole lot of back and forth, but Davido was seen blocking almost everyone from 30BG. What have they done in no time? I'll give you guys the gist. Moving on, we saw where he said, Feel is that record, and somebody said, then drop the video. Then somebody called Nomso said, no mind them, he just explained. Davido said, blocked. Why did he block the person? He came out to say, someone asked him why you blocked him. Davido said, I can't lie, some of my fans are overdoing, and I'm not scared to say it. No bad energy this year. So Davido is saying, 30BG guys all over the world, you guys, some of you guys can be overdoing, and it's kind of suffocating, and he's not scared to say it because if you overdo again, he is going to block you. How long will he keep blocking people? By the way, he deleted his tweets, but obviously fans saw it and they were not happy about what they saw. Moving on, we saw Davido being nominated 4 times at the Trace Awards for the Best Male of the Year, also Album of the Year, and the Best Collaboration of the Year with Musa Keys, and then Best Artist for the Anglophone category. Moving on, we saw Davido making a shift to the Dubai tour, and then he came out to say, Dubai, we got a new update on the lineup, and it's going to be an even more unforgettable night. Davido is saying, we got the family pulling up. See you there for a timeless night. Get your ticket before they are gone. Now, Davido is not going there alone this time. He's going with the like of Faith, Loj, Logos Lori, Moravi, Musakis, Oxlade, Smalls, the DJ, TXC, Big Tony's Latan. And then he also said, surprise guest. Now, Davido is saying, I'm going there not just with me this time, but then with an army of guys. Zlatan's going to be there. Oxlade, Big Tony, Musakis, Logos Lori, Moravi, the 2 new breeds on the block. Davido is set to present them to the Dubai guys. And then with all of this list, won't you still get your ticket? Davido is asking. Moving on, we saw the song with Logos, the song with Ozuna, Iba Longoria remains inside the top 10 of the Spain Spotify top song charts with number 10. And then it got about 365,000 streams today, and that's a massive one for Davido. I think for Spain, right, Davido is doing good numbers in Spain. In the UK, Davido has conquered the UK with numbers, the US also with numbers, France does that with numbers, but then Spain has been in toxic place, not quite receptive, but Davido has been there and having amazing numbers with the song Iba Longoria, and that's an amazing one for Davido as we speak. Just so you know, Unavailable just surpassed 69 million streams on Spotify. Davido said when this gets 100 million, he's going to drop the video for free. At this point, nobody trusts him again. He caused this for himself, basically. Moving on, we have Rema as the next guy on the news. We saw where Champ just surpassed 50 million streams on Spotify. And then to celebrate the 1 year anniversary of Calm Down Remix, the team has come out to say they have a global yellow party. And so this is the idea of the global yellow party. It's a party where everybody's going to be dressed up in yellow, basically, as it were, and then come to a space. Now, so in your different space, there's not, Rema is saying, we're not gathering up in the space, but then in your apartment, in your house, you can do a party, and I just might show up. So Rema is saying, for rule number 1, throw a party with all your friends wearing a torch of yellow. Rule number 2, send Rema an invitation anywhere in the world, and Rema might show up at your house to party with you. Number 3, post the pictures and videos of the event and tag Rema, Selena Gomez, and Megan's Records. If you can do all of these things, you might just get a knock at your door and see Rema standing by your door. Anyways, moving on, we saw Rema being certified silver in the UK after making sales of over 250,000 units with the song To Maybe an amazing one for Rema. At the same time, it also became the biggest African debut single with 3 certifications: gold in France, gold in Switzerland, and then silver in the UK. Massive one for Rema. Rema calmed down at the same time with Gomez. Has now become the most streamed African song globally for the summer, and that's a massive one for Rema. Burna Boy is the last guy on the news. For Burna Boy, since yesterday, has been on the news for bad light, from interviews to podcasts, and then he has been saying a whole lot of back and forth for himself. I kind of think he's enjoying the cruise, right? But then fans are calling his name and dragging him left, right, center. Moving on, we saw where he gave us the trackers of the project. I told them 15 track album inclusive of, I told them normal on form, sitting on top of the world, tested approved and trusted. Track 6, Cheat on Me with Dave, Virgil, Big 7 as track 8. They play City Boys, Giza with Sherry Vibes, Jewel, If I'm Lying, Thanks, and then Taliban's with Byron Messias. We saw Burna Boy speaking with 360 Speedy, and then one of the catchy questions was when Speedy asked him, saying, Google said, Burna Boy, you are worth $22 million as your net worth. Burna Boy came out to say that's not true. He debunked it and said he's way, way richer than $22 million. Recall that for Google search, Davido is worth $27 million. And then if Burna Boy is saying it's worth more than that, the big question is how much are these guys really worth? Moving on, we saw Burna Boy with Tony and Sing with the song Popcorn just surpassed or just sold over 120,000 units in the US, and that's a big one, massive one to Burna on that one. At the same time, for the UK iTunes top song, earlier in the day, Burna Boy was at number 169, but as of now, Burna Boy is now 69 and moving about 100 spots upward. It just shows that those folks in the UK really love the song Cheat on Me, and that's a massive one. For Dave, the first time they came together was on Location, and Location did massive numbers on Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Music. This time, Cheat on Me with Dave, how far will it go? Only time can tell. Moving on, we saw Cheat on Me with Dave debut at number 4 on Amazon Music Global Trending Song. The song also debuted at number 3 on Amazon Music UK Trending Song. At the same time, Burna Boy became the biggest gainer on Spotify, top artist globally today, and moved 18 spots up at 176. That's a massive one for Burna Boy at the time. At the same time, Burna Boy Cheat on Me with Dave for Spotify daily top song charts, top Nigeria at number 1, then number 112 in Netherlands as a new entry, 113 in the UK new entry, 134 Sweden new entry, and then 160 in Denmark also as a new entry. Bankulli has been trending now. This time he came out for Burna Boy and not was scared. He came out for him and called him out and said, bro, whatever you said on that podcast was 100% wrong. Bankulli came out to say, out nigga, a black person that does their best to please white people, even if it means disowning their own their own racial identity. Now he's putting a picture of Burna Boy denying Africans just so he can please the white guys. At the same time, he defines what substance means. Substance means to lack depth or solidarity in their character, ideas, or action. Recall that Burna Boy said Afrobeat lacks substance. He went further saying, a black person that does their best to please other racial colors, even if it means disowning their own racial identity. Then he said Afrobeat is the fastest growing music genre, breaking and penetrating all boundaries all around the world. I am confident and proud to be a Nigerian, an African with red blood flowing inside of me. And then he had the Omo thing and everything. At this point, people are weighing all Burna Boy said. Burna Boy in his words said Afrobeat lacks substance. Afrobeat is just about vibes and inshallah. Afrobeat doesn't have content. And artists are saying, no, that's wrong because we know what we put in our music. Our music has substance and has content. But the big question is, have we heard songs that lack content? Yes. Have we heard songs that lack substance? Yes. So where is Burna Boy at this point? But anyways, tomorrow reaction is another big day where we'll talk about Burna Boy on tomorrow reaction. You don't want to miss it, trust me when I say it. My name is Taki. We'll catch you guys on the very, very next one.